I just did a quick restart, so if the video is still draggy, just click that Zoom link, and there's nothing wrong with the Zoom video, so you can follow along through Zoom. But I did restart the video. So you can let me know how it sounds, how it looks. But that's the best I can do for Twitch today. So I'm sending the link to join via Zoom right now, again on Discord. So PD, if you want to join through Zoom, I just shared the Zoom link on our Discord. It's the same Zoom link as before. So I just reshared it on Discord, so it's right there if you'd rather watch and follow along through Zoom. Hi Mopar, how are you? Hi Bryce. Hi Samira, how are you? How's everyone doing today? Happy to see you guys. Let me know how you're feeling. If there is anything particular you might want to work on. I do have a sequence in mind that's good for the whole body, as usual. But if there is anything particular you'd like to integrate, I'd be happy to. I will suggest grabbing a folded towel or a blanket or a pillow today. Some of you might want a little extra padding underneath the knees today, so you may want to use that. Hi David, how's it going? Let me know how y'all are feeling. I'm gonna have a towel handy today in case I want to pad my knees, and you might want to do so as well. Any specific requests before we start? Uh-oh. Can't hear me. Can you hear me now, Bryce? Let me know that you can hear me. Okay, great. So for today's class, I thought we'd start in just a simple Sukhasana position. So you're welcome to grab a pillow if you want, or a yoga block, or you can just sit on your mat. So to start, in Sukhasana, depending on how open your hips feel at first, maybe just start with staggering the shins, or maybe bringing one foot to a hip crease and then the other, or maybe both feet if you're feeling really open. 1 second. it just depends on how open your hips feel. Try not to force this position. You want it to feel like a relaxed, uplifted position. And as you settle into your seated position, relax the shoulders back and down. Think of rooting through the hips and lifting through the crown of the head. And take a moment and close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how your breath feels naturally today, observing the quality of your inhale and noticing the quality of your exhale. Notice if your breath feels fast or slow, shallow or deep, smooth or choppy. Notice if your breath feels constricted at all. And after checking in with the breath, take a moment, check in with the body. Scan from your head to your toes and notice how you're feeling physically in this time and place as you scan from your head to your toes. And after that body scan, I invite you to take a moment, turn inward, silently acknowledge and accept how you're feeling mentally and emotionally today. Let go of any notion of how you think you should feel or how you would like to feel, and give yourself permission to accept and honor how you do feel in the mind and in the heart. And after checking in with the breath, the body, the mind, the heart, gently place one hand over your heart, one hand over your navel. Take a moment and honor yourself for showing up to this practice, to refine the body, mind, and spirit for your sake and for all the lives you impact. And when you're ready, I invite you to join me for 3 deep cleansing breaths. Take a deep inhale, fill up the belly first, feel the pressure of the hand on the belly, then fill up the ribs and chest, feel the pressure of the hand on the chest. Pause, hold your breath at the top. Then open the mouth, slowly sigh out. Think of releasing all physical tension. Second time, take a deeper inhale. Expand more through the belly, more through the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Then open the mouth, slowly exhale, releasing all emotional tension. Third time, deeper inhale. Expand through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Then open the mouth, slowly sigh out. And this time just think of releasing any mental stress, letting go of any distracting thoughts. And now we'll start Ujjayi breath. So close the lips and gently constrict the throat. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a longer breath out through the nose. Ujjayi breath. Deep breath in through the nose. Slower exhale through the nose. And continue to practice deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales, breathing in and out through the nose. Keeping the eyes closed, and maybe set an intention for your practice so you're moving with purpose, with mindfulness. If you don't already have a specific intention in mind, here's a quote for inspiration. This is by F. Scott Fitzgerald. For what it's worth, it's never too late or too early to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Start whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing We can make the best or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you never felt before. I hope you meet people who have a different point of view. I hope you live a life you're proud of. And if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start all over again. Every time we step on our mats, it's an opportunity to reset, to start over again, to cultivate more awareness in the body and the mind, to evolve to a stronger, a better version of ourselves. So maybe set an affirmation such as, I am resetting, I am recharging, I am starting over, I'm renewing, or any specific quality that you would like to cultivate in your body, your mind. For the next 3 breaths, I invite you to silently recite any affirmation or mantra that's meaningful to you 3 times for 3 breaths. And after the 3rd breath, the 3rd mantra, roll over the shins and ankles, plant your palms, and make your way to tabletop. And again, you might want to pad the knees like I'm doing today. Hands and knees on the mat, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and we'll do some cat-cows. So inhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the belly, gaze up to cow. And exhale, untuck the toes, round the spine, push the mat away, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, arch the spine, gaze up to cow. And exhale, round the spine, push up to cat. And keep moving and breathing like this, finding your own rhythm, your own pace, syncing your breath to your movement. Keep breathing and moving in cat-cow.
Recording in progress.
Making sure your exhale is a little longer than your inhale. So making sure your cat is a little longer than your cow. Gentle reminder, close your eyes as much as you can throughout this practice to calm the nervous system, calm and center the mind. And if your eyes aren't closed, try to think about the drishtis in yoga, those points of focus, focusing the eyes there. Only turn your head to see what I'm doing if something I'm saying is unclear, so that way your head will be in proper alignment. Focusing on the skill of listening more than looking. So practice a few more cat-cows. Inhale to cow and exhale to cat. Now you can continue regular cat-cow or incorporate a little circular motion in your cat-cow. So inhale as you circle the head and the hips up, and exhale as you circle the head and hips down. Inhale, circle the head and hips up, and exhale, circle the head and hips down. And just do a few more spirals like this, and you'll feel this more in the neck. So just a way to stretch the neck a little deeper, stretch the shoulders and hips a little deeper. And then when you're ready, just reverse the direction and circle the head and hips in the other direction. It should feel really good. Moving with the breath to movement. And when you're ready, tuck the toes, take a big breath in, and exhale. Use the core, lift the hips, lower the heels, downward dog. Making an upside down V. Spreading the fingers wide, pressing down and forward with the fingertips and knuckles like you're trying to press the front edge of the mat away from you. And rotate the eyes of the elbows forward. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Knit in the ribs and gaze at the belly. Pressing the heels down and out towards the earth. Then take a few more rounds of breath here. Maybe pedal your feet bending one knee and then the other, or maybe sway your hips, maybe rock your head. Just explore any subtle movements in downward dog that feel good to you and enjoy your breath. Then find a little stillness in downward dog. Take a deep breath in, lift the heels, round the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae to plank. Hips line with shoulders, shoulders over wrists. And remember, you always have the option of assisted plank. So if you want a gentler practice today, just lower the knees. Then take a big breath in, exhale, lift the hips and lower the heels, downward dog. And we'll flow like that a few more times. Inhale, rotate to plank or assisted. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, rotate to plank or assisted. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, float the right leg high, three-legged dog. And exhale, draw your right heel to your hip. And then circle the right knee around. So just releasing tension in the right hip. Then inhale, float the right leg high. And exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, rotate to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, float the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left heel to your hip and just circle the left knee, releasing tension in the hip. Then square your hips. Inhale, left leg lifts high. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, rotate to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, look between your thumbs, and exhale, walk your feet to your hands until you arrive at a forward fold. Keeping a tiny little micro bend of the knees, make sure the feet are straight. Then inhale, fingers to shins, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold. Couple more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Grab the inner arches of the elbows, hang heavy like a rag doll. Maybe sway a little side to side. Maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. Then when you're ready, I invite you to interlace the fingers behind the base of the skull, really stretching the neck. Then take a deep breath in. Take the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Twist. And exhale, release. Inhale, right elbow outside the left thigh. Exhale, release. Then inhale, halfway lift. Keep pressing the palms up into the skull, so lengthening the neck. Exhale, fold. We're going to do that again. Inhale, left elbow outside right thigh. Exhale, release. Inhale, right elbow outside left. Did I say thigh? Calf. Exhale, release. Then inhale, halfway lift. Keep lifting the skull so you're lengthening, strengthening the neck. Exhale, fold. One more round. Inhale, left elbow outside right calf. Exhale, release. And inhale, right elbow outside left calf. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine, open the neck, open the chest. And exhale, fold. Then take a deep breath in, bend the knees a lot. And exhale, slowly, slowly curl up your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, making your way to mountain pose. So make sure your feet are nice and straight, making an 11. Spread your toes wide and feel your weight distribute evenly on all four corners of your feet. Practice rooting through the heels, lifting the kneecaps. Practice slightly tucking in the tailbone, creating length and space in the spine. And on each exhale, scoop the low belly in and up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Reach down through the fingertips. Draw the chin inward. Lift through the crown of the head. Take a moment. Feel this alignment. And breathe. So now we're just going to practice some basic variations of Sun Series B before we add on. So when you're ready, inhale as you bend the knees, sink the hips, And reach the hands up, chair pose. So imagine you're about to sit into a chair. Make sure the knees are over the ankles, weights in the heels. Slight tuck of the tailbone, shoulders back and down, but really reach through the fingers. Inhale, sink the hips lower, reach the hands higher, hold for an exhale. Inhale, sink the hips lower, reach the hands higher, hold for an exhale. Inhale, sink your hips to your lowest, reach your hands to your highest. And exhale, straighten the legs, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step or float to plank. Lower the knees, the chest and the chin. Hips stay raised at first, then inhale, untuck the toes. Sink the hips and pull your chest forward and up to cobra. Exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes. Push up to assisted or regular plank. Then use the core, lift the hips, lower the heels, downward dog. Inhale, look between the thumbs, bend the knees, soften the elbows. Step or lightly float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. Option 2, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or float to plank. Maybe lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, keeping the knees lifted. Lower the body in one line. Want shoulders line with elbows. Inhale, pull the chest forward and up. Always have the option of up dog or cobra. Straightening the arms more in up dog. Shoulders back and down. Gripping the mat with the fingers and knuckles. Lift through the crown of the head. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Maybe float the knees. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, tuck the toes. Lift the hips, lower the heels, downward dog. Then inhale, look between your thumbs, bend the knees, soften the elbows. Step or see if you can lightly float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, straighten the legs. Hands to heart. Option 3, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or float to plank, or option 3, float straight back to chaturanga. So the elbows are over the wrists, shoulders line with elbows. Maybe do some extra push-ups this time around. Knees can be lowered or lifted. Try to make them chaturanga push-ups. Then inhale, open to cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look between the thumbs, step or float, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain pose. So let's do 3 more rounds of Sun Series B. Choose whichever variation calls to you today. Most importantly, connect your breath to your movement, cultivating that brain-body connection. And when you're ready, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Go through your own variation. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, travel to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain pose. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Choose your own variation. Move with the breath. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, travel to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain. 1 more round. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa, your own adventure. Inhale when you're ready to open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, mountain pose. Take a moment, close the eyes. Notice how you're feeling outward in the body. And observe how you're feeling inward in the mind. If your mind has wandered elsewhere, gently bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body, back to the intention or affirmation you set for your practice. And when you're ready, open the eyes. Find a focal point in front of you that's not moving. That's your drishti. We're going to practice a little balance moves and then do some more vinyasa. So focus your eyes forward on something still. That still point is called your drishti. Now take a big breath in and exhale. Shift your weight to your left foot. Draw your right knee to your chest. Arms reach high. Then take your left elbow and tap your right knee. So it's like a little twist. Then inhale, look forward, and then exhale. Just take your left hand, tap your right toes behind you. So we're going to flow between these shapes. Inhale, left elbow to right knee, twist. And exhale, left fingers to right foot, twist the other way. A few more. Inhale, left elbow to right knee, twist. And exhale, tap the right toes. Inhale, left elbow to right knee, twist. Exhale, twist the other way, tap the right toes behind you. Again, inhale, twist. And exhale, tap the toes. This time, inhale, right knee to chest. Exhale, bend the left knee, sink your hips until you come to a chair-like pose, but keep your right toes just tapped on the mat. So your right heel is elevated. Then we're going to do a few little pulses here. So deep breath in. Exhale, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, lower the right heel, sink the hips to chair, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or float to plank, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, float the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your right knee to your nose and hover. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Now imagine your right knee is a spoon and you're just going to stir a pot. So draw big circles with the right knee, really working the core while we open the right hip. So really circling the right knee in one direction and then circle the right knee in the other direction. Then on your next exhale, plant your right foot between the palms. Come down on your left knee and inhale, rise. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Now, inhale, see if you can lunge a little deeper, opening the shoulders and chest. Now exhale, you're going to step the right foot to the right while you wrap the arms, giving yourself a hug. So you're just wrapping your right arm over your left. And now you're doing a little side lunge. So I'll rotate if you want to look. You're just lunging your right foot to the right. So we're going to flow between these shapes. So inhale, step the right foot forward, lunge as you open the chest. Exhale, step the right foot to the right, give yourself a hug. A few more. Inhale, lunge forward, open the chest. Exhale, lunge to the right, give yourself a hug. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge to the right, hug. Inhale, lunge and open the chest. Exhale, lunge to the right and hug. One more. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge to the right and hug. Now, option 1 is just to keep your right arm over the left. Option 2, transition to eagle. So bring the backs of your hands together, maybe wrap palm to palm. Keeping this side lunge, we're just going to do some torso circles. So inhale, circle the torso to the left and down. And exhale, circle it up, opening the upper back. Inhale, circle the torso to the side and down. And exhale, circle up. Then go the other way. Inhale, circle to the right and down. Exhale, circle up. One more. Inhale, circle to the right and down. And exhale, circle up. Then inhale, rotate the right toes in. So you're pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. Reach your hands up overhead. Then exhale, hinge at the hips. Plant your palms underneath the shoulders. And then sink your hips. So your hips are in line with your shoulders. Now, the right leg should be extended to the right. We're just going to do a few chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, elbows to ribs, lower halfway. Exhale, push up. Sink your hip to your heel, keeping the right leg extended to the right. Couple more rounds. So inhale, shift forward, chaturanga push-up. Exhale, push up, hip to heel. Inhale, shift forward, lower halfway down. Exhale, push up, hip to heel. Again, inhale, shift forward, lower halfway. Exhale, push up, hip to heel. Then inhale, shift forward, and exhale, rise, head over heart, heart over hips. Now again, like I said at the beginning, you may want to have extra padding underneath the knee today. We're going to rotate to side plank, and then we're going to rotate to a lunge to the right. So inhale, plant your left palm underneath that right shoulder, reach the right arm up overhead, then hold here. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, crunch. So right knee to right elbow. Good. Then inhale, straighten the right leg. And all you're going to do is lunge, that side lunge again. So right toes out. Just kind of lunging to the right as you side stretch with the body. And then exhale, back to your side plank with a crunch. So that's our next flow. Inhale, lunge to the right. And exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, lunge to the right. And exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, lunge to the right. Exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, lunge to the right. And exhale, side plank with a crunch. Great. Now inhale, draw your right foot forward to a lunge. And exhale, plant your palms, float your left knee. So now we're just in a runner's lunge. Keep the legs where they are, and we're just going to twist. So inhale, right arm reaches high, twist, look at the right hand. Exhale, release, look forward. Inhale, left arm reaches high, twist, look at the left hand. Exhale, release, look forward. Again, inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, lower. Then inhale, ground your left heel. Windmill the arms up to warrior two. Then exhale, straighten the right leg, rotate the right toes in, and bow to a wide-legged forward fold. Now we're going to play with some side lunges here. So first, inhale as you walk your hands forward. Then exhale, walk your hands back to a side lunge on the right. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, walk your hands back to a side lunge on the left. You can keep moving and breathing like this, or you can incorporate a little chaturanga push-up here in your wide-legged plank. So inhale, walk forward. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale, walk forward, maybe do a push-up. And exhale, side lunge. Inhale, walk forward, maybe do a push-up. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale, walk forward, maybe do a push-up. Exhale, side lunge. This time, inhale, walk forward. Exhale, side lunge to the right. Maybe transition to a deeper side lunge, Skandasana. So maybe lift up the left toes, open the arms, or try a bind. Bring the back of the left hand to the low back. Reach your right fingers toward the left. This is optional. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale, gently rotate back to your runner's lunge. Right knee over ankle, spin on the ball of the left toes. Shoulders over wrists. Then take a big breath in, float the right leg high. Exhale, maybe try a three-legged chaturanga. So see if you can keep your right leg lifted as you go through your chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look between the thumbs, step or float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a moment. Close the eyes. Take inventory. Notice how your breath feels, how your body feels. Notice any thoughts in your mind. Maybe think of letting go of any thoughts that may not be serving you well, like thoughts of judgment or inner criticism. Let go of expectation. Bring your awareness back to your intention, the mantra you set at the beginning of class. Regulate your breath, and we're going to explore that same sequence on the opposite side. So first, find your drishti, something still in front of you to gaze at. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your right foot, left knee to chest, arms reach high, deep breath in, and exhale, twist. So you're taking your right elbow outside the left thigh. Then inhale back to center. Exhale, draw the left heel towards the hip as you take your right hand, tap the top of your left foot. And we'll do several more rounds, picking up the pace. Inhale, twist, right elbow to left knee. And exhale, twist, tap the right foot, left foot with the right hand. Inhale, elbow to knee. And exhale, tap the toes. Inhale, twist. Exhale, tap the toes. Inhale, twist. Exhale, tap the toes. Again, inhale, twist. Exhale, tap the toes. Now this time, inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, sink the hips to a chair-like position, but keep the left toes tapped on the mat. So the left heel is lifted. We're going to do 5 pulses. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower the heels, sink the hips to chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or float to plank. Go through your own variation of vinyasa. And we'll all meet in downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left knee to your nose and hover, shoulders over wrists. Now stir the pot. So circle the left knee around. Big circles, building strength in the core while we open the left hip. Then circle the left knee the other way. Deep breaths in, long breaths out. On your next exhale, plant your left foot between your hands, then lower the right knee. Inhale to Anjaneyasana. Hold as you exhale. Then inhale, lunge deeper, open the chest. And exhale, side lunge to the left. Cross the left arm over the right this time as you give yourself a hug. We'll do several more rounds. Inhale, lunge forward, open the chest. Exhale, side lunge to the left, give yourself a hug. Inhale, lunge forward. Open the chest. Exhale, side lunge. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge to the side. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge to the side. One more. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge to the side. Now stay here or transition to eagle arms. So maybe press the backs of your hands together or palm to palm. And see if you can do those torso circles. So inhale, circle the torso to the right. And then exhale, circle the torso down and up, opening the upper back. Inhale, circle to the right. Exhale, circle down and up, and go the other way. Inhale, circle to the left. Exhale, circle down and up. One more. Inhale, circle to the left. Exhale, circle down and up. Then inhale, straighten the left leg, rotate the left toes in, hands reach high. And exhale, plant your palms forward. Then lower your hips. So your hips are parallel to the shoulders. A few chaturanga push-ups. So inhale, elbows to ribs, lower halfway. Exhale, push up, sink the hip towards the heel. A few more. Inhale, shift forward, lower halfway. Exhale, push up, hip to heel. Inhale, shift forward, lower halfway. Exhale, push up, hip to heel. Again, inhale, lunge for or shift forward. Exhale, hip to heel. This time, inhale, shift forward. Then exhale, rise. Head over heart, heart over hips. Now from here, we're going to rotate to side plank and back to that side lunge. So start by planting your right palm underneath the right shoulder. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Then float the left foot. So you're in a side plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side plank crunch. So you're just crunching the left elbow to the left knee. And then release. So inhale, side lunge to the left. And exhale, side plank with a crunch. A few more rounds like that. Inhale, side lunge to the left. And exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, side lunge to the left. Exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, side lunge. Exhale, side plank and crunch. One more. Inhale, side lunge. And exhale, side plank and crunch. This time, inhale, side lunge. Exhale, forward lunge. Plant your palms to frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Float your right knee. Now you're in a runner's lunge. We're going to twist. Inhale, left arm reaches high, twist. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right arm reaches high, twist. Exhale, fold. Again. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, release. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, release. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, release. Then inhale, ground your right heel. Swoop the arms up to a warrior two. Then exhale, straighten the left leg. Rotate the left toes in. And then bow to a wide-legged forward fold. So I'm going to rotate around just so you can see what I'm doing if you need to watch. But we're doing the same thing on the other side. So first, just inhale, walk your hands forward, wide-legged plank. And then exhale, walk your hands back to a side lunge on the left. Inhale, walk your hands forward to a wide-legged plank. And exhale, walk your hands back to a side lunge on the right. Keep this up or incorporate the push-up. Inhale, walk forward, lower halfway. Exhale, walk the hands back, side lunge. Inhale, walk forward, lower halfway. Exhale, walk back, side lunge to the right. Inhale, walk forward, lower down. Exhale, walk back, side lunge. Inhale, walk forward, lower down. Exhale, walk back, side lunge. One more. Inhale, walk forward, maybe lower. Exhale, rotate to your side lunge on your left. So you can just keep this a high side lunge or make your way to Skandasana. So sink your hips lower. Maybe rotate the right toes out. Option to open the arms, or advanced option, bind. So bring the back of the right hand to the low back. Grab your right wrist. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale, rotate to your runner's lunge. So the left knee's over the ankle. You're spinning on the ball of the right foot. Hands frame the foot. Plant your palms under your shoulders. Inhale, left leg back, three-legged dog. And exhale, maybe try a three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, travel to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, mountain pose. Take a moment, close the eyes, and just notice how you're feeling in the body and in the mind. Let go of any thoughts that may be distracting. Bring your awareness back to your intention, your affirmation. We'll explore that same sequence one more time on both sides. Find your drishti. Take a deep breath in. Shift the weight to the left foot. Take the left elbow. Tap the outside of the right knee. Then exhale, right heel to hip. Take the left hand. Tap the top of the right foot. A few more. Inhale, twist. Exhale, tap the right foot. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, tap the right foot behind you. Inhale, twist. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale, tap. And then exhale, tap. This time, inhale, right knee to chest. Exhale, bend the left knee. Sink your hips to a variation of chair pose, keeping the tops of the right toes lightly tapping. 5 pulses. Deep breath in. Exhale, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower the right heel, sink your hips, chair pose, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa, choose your own variation, and we'll all meet in downward dog. Inhale, right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose, circle the right knee around. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Hold your plank. Circle the right knee the other way. Hips line with shoulders. On your next exhale, plant your right foot between the palms. Lower the left knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Shift forward, open the chest. Then exhale, side lunge. Step the right foot to the right. Give yourself a hug. Right arm over left. A few more rounds. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, side lunge. Hug the body. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, side lunge with a hug. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge and wrap. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, hold this side lunge. Maybe keep the arms where they are or shift to eagle arms, pressing the backs of your hands together. Or palm to palm, torso circles. Inhale, circle the torso to the right. Exhale, circle all the way up and around. Inhale, circle to the right. Exhale, circle around. Other way. Inhale, circle to the left. Exhale, circle around. Inhale, circle to the left. Exhale, circle around. Inhale, straighten the right leg, right toes in, hands reach high. Exhale, plant your palms under the shoulders, shift your hips forward. Then inhale, elbows to ribs, lower halfway. Exhale, shift the hips back to the heel, open the shoulders. Couple more. Inhale, lunge forward or shift forward, chaturanga. Exhale, shift the hips back. Inhale, shift the hips forward, chaturanga push-up. Exhale, shift the hips back, open the shoulders. One more. Inhale, shift forward, push up. And exhale, shift back, open the shoulders. This time, inhale, shift forward, and exhale, rise. Head over heart, heart over hips. So we're picking up the pace. We're going to start with the side lunge. Inhale, right toes out. Side lunge to the right. And exhale, side plank with that crunch. Right knee to right elbow. A few more. Inhale, side lunge to the right. Exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, side lunge to the right. Exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, side lunge to the right. And exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, side lunge. Exhale, lunge forward. Plant your palms. Tuck the left toes. Float the left knee. Now we're going to twist. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, ground your left heel, windmill the arms up to warrior two. And exhale, wide-legged fold. So here comes those walk forwards and back to side lunge. So inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, walk your hands back to side lunge on the right. Inhale, walk your hands forward to a wide plank. And exhale, walk your hands back, side lunge to the left. Maybe incorporate the push-ups now. Inhale, walk your hands forward, push up. Exhale, walk your hands to the right, side lunge. Inhale, walk your hands forward, push up. Exhale, walk your hands back, side lunge. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, walk your hands back. Maybe stay in a high lunge or transition to a deeper Skandasana pose. Sinking the hips lower, lifting the left toes. Maybe open the arms or advanced move, try the bind. Bring the back of the left hand to the low back. Reach for your wrists. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale, rotate to your runner's lunge. Spin on the left heel. Right knee over ankle. Plant your palms under your shoulders. Inhale, right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, maybe try a three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, travel to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a moment, close the eyes. Take inventory. Notice what's going on in the body. Notice what's going on within the mind. Let go of any distracting thoughts. Bring your awareness back to your intention, your affirmation. We'll explore that same sequence one more time on the other side. Do the best you can. Take any modifications you might need. Find your drishti. Take a deep breath in. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left knee to chest. Right elbow outside the left thigh. And then exhale, twist. Left heel to hip. Tap the right hand on the left foot. A few more. Picking up the pace. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, right elbow to left knee. Exhale, tap the right toes. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale, tap the toes. This time, inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, bend the right knee. Make your way to that variation of chair pose, but keep just tapping the left toes on the mat so the left heel is lifted. 5 pulses. Deep breath in. Exhale, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower the left heel, sink the hips. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. We'll meet in downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, draw your left knee to your nose. Circle the left knee. Opening the hip, working the core. Go the other way when you're ready. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Then gently plant your left foot between your palms. Lower your right knee. Inhale, lunge forward as you open the chest. Exhale, lunge to the left. Left arm wraps over right. A few more. Inhale, lunge forward, open the chest. Exhale, lunge to the left, wrap. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge to the side and wrap. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge to the side and wrap. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lunge to the side. Hold here or transition to eagle arms. Maybe back to the palms together or palm to palm. Torso circles. Inhale, circle the torso to the left. Exhale, circle it back and down. Inhale, circle to the left. Exhale, circle it back and down. Other way. Inhale, circle to the right. Exhale, circle it up. Inhale, circle to the right. Exhale, circle it up. Inhale, hands reach high. Rotate the left toes in, straighten the left leg. And exhale, plant your palms under your shoulders, keeping the left leg to the left. Inhale, chaturanga push-up. Exhale, hip to heel, open the shoulders. Inhale, shift forward, push up. Exhale, hip to heel. Couple more. Inhale, shift forward, push up. Exhale, hip to heel, one more. Inhale, push up. Exhale, hip to heel. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale, head over heart, heart over hips. Now we're going to transition straight to that side lunge on the left with the side plank on the right with a crunch. So inhale, left toes out, lunge to the left. Exhale, side plank, crunch. So left knee to left elbow. A few more. Inhale, side lunge to the left. Exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, side lunge to the left. Exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, side lunge to the left. Exhale, side plank with a crunch. Inhale, side lunge to the left. Exhale, lunge forward. Plant your palms, tuck your back toes. Lift up off the back knee. Now we're going to twist. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground your right heel, rise to a warrior two. And exhale, this time, just hang out in your wide-legged fold. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, micro bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, then slowly with the flat back, rise all the way up, then step up to the front of the mat. Heels in, toes out. Take a big breath in, swoop the hands out and up, then exhale, Malasana. Close the eyes for the next 3 breaths, and maybe silently recite your mantra. When you're ready, sink the hips, knees to chest. Inhale, reach your hands forward. And exhale, slowly curl the spine down. Then take a deep breath in, draw the knees to the chest. Exhale, knees to the right, gaze to the left for a gentle twist. Deep breath in. Longer breath out. Cooling down. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Full breath in. Slower breath out. Inhale, knees to chest. And exhale, grab the outer edges of the feet. And just stretch the legs, happy baby. Maybe play with straightening a leg, then the other. Or straighten both. Take the next few breaths to just tune into your body and any stretches or movements your body's telling you it needs. Honor that for the next few breaths. And when you're ready, bring the feet together. Lower the feet beneath the hips, widen the knees. Grab the inner arches of the elbows up overhead and close the eyes. Take a full breath in. A longer breath out. Allow your breath to grow longer and deeper. Allow your breath to self-soothe and self-heal. Send yourself gratitude for this practice, for showing up, working hard, maybe trying something new, maybe pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, prioritizing self-care and growth for your sake and for others. And maybe bring your awareness back to your intention that you set at the beginning of class. For what it's worth, it's never too late or too early to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Start whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing. We can make the best or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you've never felt before. I hope you meet people who have a different point of view. I hope you have a life you're proud of. And if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start all over again. Whenever you feel ready, gently extend the legs long. Allow the toes to rotate outward. Allow the hands to rest on either side of the hips. Open the palms, close the eyes. Give yourself permission to fully relax now in a well-deserved Shavasana. I'll be silent for the next minute as we allow the body and the mind to absorb, integrate, and heal from this practice. Whenever you feel ready, gently bring your awareness back to your breath and back to your body. Maybe gently circle the wrists, circle the ankles, and maybe rock your head. If it feels good on an inhale, do a full body stretch. And as you exhale, gently roll to one side of the body, keeping the eyes closed and the awareness inward. Take your time as you gently make your way up to a comfortable seated position. So taking a moment to notice the quality of your breath now as you gently come to a seat. Notice if your breath feels different from when we started. Notice if your body feels different. And take a moment, observe any subtle shifts in your mood, your mind, or your energy. Maybe reflect on your intention now. I'll do 3 cleansing breaths, and the third time I'll chant Om to seal our practice with the sacred sound of peace. I hope you join. Inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, fill up all the way. Nice long cleansing exhale, let it go. Inhale for Om. Bring your hands to your heart, and if you'd like to join me for a final moment of gratitude, I invite you to think of one thing in your life that you feel grateful for today, and allow this grateful feeling to grow, wash over you, and may this grateful feeling carry with you. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, Samira, David, Bryce, Mopar. I hope you all feel challenged and worked out and stretched out, calm and centered. As always, let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. If you want a copy of this recording, I'd be happy to send it to you. If you want to practice it again on Thursdays, I will be starting that Kaiser class on Tuesdays at some point at the Federal Reserve. So I'll keep you guys posted when I need to shift to Thursdays for a brief period of time. But I'm happy you're all available. So I'll let you know when that shift happens. It's kind of indefinite at this point. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and take care, everyone. Thank you, Samira. Great to see you.
Recordings.
All right, so everybody who is following along on Twitch, now's the time to ask me anything about the practice today. If you want any additional help with anything, now that the full hour is over, I can be a little more interactive with you for the remainder of my time here. I have time to chat. So transitioning to just chatting. Anyone following along with the sequence, if you have any questions about yoga, if you want any additional support, now's the time. Thank you so much for following me, Michael Gerber. Thank you for following me, Amber. And thank you for following me, Ash Ketchum. So if you guys are still there, feel free to say hi. Now's the time I can be a little more interactive. Stream was doing okay on video and audio. Okay, good. Yeah, the settings are the same as they've always been on Twitch. So, Petey, are you there? Peether? How are you feeling, Mopar? I'm going to grab a little stool. I know I threw out some various challenges, so now's the time to let me know if you have anything specific that you want to ask about the sequence, about yoga, about nutrition as well. I'm here to be supportive. Anything I can do to support your health and wellness journey. Oh, thank you for following Leo Bailey. Leo Bailey. Yes, sometimes I teach splits, but that's an advanced move. So I don't usually teach splits very often through this platform. In my normal classes, when I'm teaching live and in person, I can see my students, making sure they're doing everything for safety. I have taught splits a couple times here on Twitch, but overall I don't think it's the best idea because people tend to centralize it, which is not what I'm trying to do on Twitch. I'm trying to teach healthy practices that are good for you. So that's why I typically don't teach splits on Twitch. I teach it in my other classes. Hi, Petey. I love the forward fold neck extension. Yeah, moving the elbows outside the calves. Yeah, that's a really great stretch for the neck. And it's also good for strengthening the neck too. So doing the halfway lift while you interlace the fingers behind the head, kind of pressing up. So you're actually kind of lifting the skull from the spine a little bit. It's great for stretching and strengthening the neck while you open the shoulders. So it's always it's a good warm up. I'm glad you like that part, Petey. Were you able to follow along with everything, Mopar? I'm not sure what you mean by ISP bandwidth issues. So I was struggling with the sequence, but it's down to my sickness. Oh, I see. Well, I'm so sorry you're still feeling under the weather, Mopar. Hopefully some of the practices we did were helpful. Federal Reserve class, what is that, Kim? Is that learning about... No. I'm teaching a yoga class at the Federal Reserve here in Atlanta through Kaiser Permanente. So that's a class that I'll be starting pretty soon. So I was just letting all my students on Zoom know that I'll have to switch this time to Thursdays for a little period of time. I know we used to do Tuesdays and Thursdays, so hopefully PD and Mopar, hopefully the two of you are still available on Thursdays. So I will keep you posted on the Discord whenever I need to switch it to Thursdays. So I'll just be doing these Twitch sessions on Thursdays for a brief period of time while I'm teaching that Federal Reserve class on Tuesdays. Yeah, I work for various corporations, so I teach classes all over the place. Teach a lot of corporate classes. Any questions about the sequence? Does anybody want any additional help? Anybody who is following along with the sequence, if you'd like to support my work, I'm going to share my donate link. It's just yogaflowwithkim.online/donate. I just shared it in the chat. So if you can afford a couple dollars, however much you can afford is appreciated. And that helps ensure that I can continue these sessions on Twitch instead of picking up actual work, which I'm doing on Tuesdays pretty soon here. So I want to be able to provide this on Twitch and connect with people all over the world. But if it's not financially sustainable, I'll have to do it to a lesser degree. Okay, do you know the name of the company who provides internet to your place? Oh, I think it's a good question. I think it might be AT&T. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I can let you know later on Discord. 'Cause I'm not totally sure. But I think it might be AT&T. All right. Yes, yes, PD. It's just a normal. It's basically like a normal way you get internet. There's nothing unusual about, the internet that I'm using. Yes. Well, when I moved into this apartment, I just renewed the internet. Um, I mean, I can get back to you about that, PD. I don't know exactly. I can't remember. Everything's automated, so I can't even remember. Um, it might be Xfinity, actually. It's either Xfinity or AT&T, but I'll double check. All my bills are like automated, and I've moved around a lot, so I don't even know. Oh, hello. Thank you for following me. Chica deflexibid. I meant that the ISP, Internet Service Provider, has some network bandwidth issues. Oh, gotcha. Internet Service Provider, too many users, or have server failure, and why the stream was laggy in the beginning. Kim is using cable modem connection, and that bandwidth is shared between users. Okay. So if you have any specific suggestions of something I can do, feel free to let me know on Discord. Otherwise, I don't have a lot of free time to just deal with this. So as long as you can see and hear me well enough to follow the sequence and chat with me. How is the video now? Is it still lagging? Is it okay? It looks fine on my end, and I haven't changed any of my settings, so. I'd rather be chatting about health and wellness than chatting about internet service provider issues. Now video audio is working. Okay, good. So it may have just been an ISP issue at the beginning, which I don't know if I have much control over that because I'm in an apartment complex. But I do have the cord that connects directly to my router, directly plugged into my computer. I have the 1080 HD Logitech camera. So I invested in these things so I could try to deliver the best quality Twitch service to you guys as possible. Oh, hello, Grolek. Right now the quality is 360p and you're running at around, okay, which is perfectly adequate for that resolution, but it's sort of the minimum resolution you should be using. And at that resolution, the bandwidth is fine right now. No idea how it may have been before I was here. Well, thanks for letting me know. So all my question is can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Is it good enough to be able to follow me if I'm teaching a class? Is it decent enough to be able to chit-chat? Is the visual good enough to just do what we're doing on Twitch? I'm not trying to make professional quality films here. I'm just trying to teach some yoga and hopefully spread and promote health and wellness. Thank you, Grolek. So anybody who is following along, I do have a health coaching website where I work one-on-one with people virtually. I usually use Zoom for my one-on-one classes, but I like coming here on Twitch to connect with people all over the world, and you never know who you're going to meet live streaming. But if you click on my website, it's just yogaflowwithkim.online. Nightbot just shared it automatically. You'll see my various online offerings. And so if we have any virtual sessions, I use Zoom for my one-on-one virtual sessions. I never have any technical issues with Zoom. So if Kim is bumping up the 900 KB bits, yeah. So I haven't changed any of those settings, Mopar. Haven't changed any settings in quite a while, so I don't know why anything would change. So how are you, Grolek? What Grotlek? What made you stumble upon my channel? And Petey, I will get back to you on Discord once I find out who my provider is. Thank you, Petey and Mopar, for your input and your concern about the quality of the technical stuff. But again, like I just would rather be talking about health and wellness and yoga than be talking about technical stuff during the live stream. Oh, I've seen you around the FNH channels a few times and saw you were streaming. Oh, okay, cool. So what's your fitness and health background? Grotlek? I guess I'm just going to call you Grow. G-R-O. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. What's your background? Anything you want to share? Now's the time for just chatting with you guys because I have time before I have to go teach a class. I'm too old for this poop. No, Mopar, we can talk about the technical issues on Discord. I would just rather not talk about the technical issues during the live stream because as long as you guys can see and hear me okay now, I'd rather use this time to, talk about health and wellness or talk about the sequence I did today. And answer any questions you might have about yoga or health or fitness. For those of you who are watching, if you enjoyed the session today, if you're interested in more free content, feel free to check out my YouTube. It's Yoga Flow with Kim. Nightbot just automatically shared that. I wouldn't say I have much fitness background, mostly martial arts. Oh, awesome. But nothing professional, just an interest in improving my own health. My background is very technical, so I came to some streams and stuck around as it is such a great community. Oh, very cool. Very cool. So I actually teach a form of martial arts, Tai Chi, which if you know anything about martial arts, you know Tai Chi is a very gentle martial art. It does have self-defense origins, but it's very different from karate or taekwondo. It's very gentle. So I teach Tai Chi. I'm a certified Tai Chi teacher. But I would love to learn more about other various forms of martial arts. What specifically is your background in martial arts? What type of martial art? Oh, jujitsu. Super cool. Yeah, I know some people that have done jujitsu. I've always been a little scared to do it just because I'm worried I'm gonna like hurt myself if I do the wrong thing. But that's really cool. I know jujitsu is more of like a fighting self-defense one. It's a great workout though. Somewhere between Tai Chi and the pinnacle of evil of martial arts, Muay Thai. Well, cool. You just reminded me of a friend of mine I need to reach out to, who is a jiu-jitsu teacher. That's so cool. It's a really intense workout, right? Jiu-jitsu is very different from Tai Chi. Tai Chi is more of like an internal martial art, whereas Jiu-jitsu is like a very external, very physical, very focused on self-defense. I'm trying to find my other block so I can raise my seat. 1 second, be right back. I'm back. Found my other yoga block. So now I can be a little higher, but now I feel like I'm too high. I need to split the difference somehow. Never tried to jujitsu myself. Mopar jujitsu is like way more intense than a lot of yoga practices. It's also a lot more intense than Tai Chi, which is the form I teach. Tai Chi is all about subtle energy and more like relaxation. Tai Chi is more about like getting into tapping into your natural healing energy. So Tai Chi is more meditative, whereas Jiu-Jitsu is like power and active, and that's why I've never practiced it, because I'm afraid I might accidentally hurt myself. So how much Jiu-Jitsu have you done? Grotlek? I'm just gonna call you Grow. Mopar, are you hydrating? So make sure you're really hydrating, especially if you took my class today. We did a lot of work, so we probably burned off some electrolytes. So make sure you replenish, drink coconut water or just regular water. Hydrate, hydrate. Oh, so guess what? I got a new microphone for Christmas. Someone got me a microphone. and it has the ability to do ASMR. I thought about doing ASMR here on Twitch, but then I looked at some of the ASMR streams, and they're super provocative, and I'm just not interested in doing any type of provocative ASMR. But I do believe in the science of ASMR and how it can put your brain and your body in a relaxed state. So I know ASMR can help people sleep and meditate and relax. So I may try to do that, but it'll definitely not be like some of the other ASMRs here on Twitch. In the last 20 years, almost none beyond teaching. A friend of mine moves to help with her self-confidence. Yeah. Oh, not too old now. You're too old for that? You're never too old. Didn't you hear my quote that I read today, the F. Scott Fitzgerald quote? You're never too old. I'm going to read it again after that. You are never too old to do anything. Age, don't let your age limit you. This is the F. Scott Fitzgerald quote. I think I need to read it again. For what it's worth, it's never too late, or in my case, too early, to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Start whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing. We can make the best or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things that you've never felt before. I hope you meet new people who have a different point of view. I hope you live a life you're proud of, and if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start all over again. So, if I can't motivate you, maybe if Scott Fitzgerald will motivate you to not let yourself be defined by your age. No, seriously, like I saw videos the other day of like 90-year-old women doing squats and lifting weights. A bunch of like older women who are like in their 80s and 90s doing like fight choreography. And, you know, if you start and you keep it up, it's about consistency, and it's about taking care of your body, eating healthy, and your mindset is everything. The belief that you have is everything. Thank you, Mopar. Well, until I have an official mod, I won't do ASMR here. Oh, I'm your Edge. Hi, Edge. How are you? Long time no chat. 20 years ago, did some Tai Chi peeps in the first 2 rounds before getting knocked out. Fortunately, they didn't do too well. Well, I'm glad he didn't hurt them. So, do you mind sharing your age? Grotlek. Edge, it is so good to hear from you. The Nationals are here, and more of a fun thing for people to do, though. Yeah, I have this philosophy of, I try to take fitness and health serious to an extent, of course, but I try not to take anything in life. You know, even my work, like as a performing artist, as an actor, sometimes I fall into the trap of taking it really seriously. And then I remind myself, it's best not to take anything too seriously, because that kind of ruins the fun of it, right? I think I missed a lot of your streams. I know, Edge. Edge, how have you been? Oh, thank you for the follow, Ragulan. Hi. Hello, Ragulan. Thank you for following. What provoked you to follow me today? Are you interested in learning yoga? So Edge, you have to enlighten us. Mopar, do you remember Edge? Petey, were you around when Edge first came into our stream? Yes, I have never done yoga before. Oh, cool. Okay. I do more bodybuilding. Oh, great. Okay, so yoga can be a really good complement to bodybuilding. Because with bodybuilding, it's all about putting on muscle. And while yoga can be strengthening as well, especially like a dynamic vinyasa yoga sequence, which is sort of the style I've been offering here on Twitch. While yoga can be about strengthening and building muscle, it's really helpful as far as opening up the muscle. Mobility and flexibility can become limited if you don't incorporate stretching with bodybuilding. So that's really cool. Yeah, you've come to a good place. So Raghulan, right now on Tuesdays, around 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time, I've been offering a dynamic vinyasa yoga sequence. And I also teach classes virtually through my online health coaching program, yogaflowwithkim.online. So I coach people one-on-one there. I usually use Zoom for the private one-on-one sessions because I never have any technical issues with Zoom. Oh, you have the same microphone? Yes, this Blue Yeti microphone is really great. Aww. How could we forget Edge, Mopar? Right? How could we forget Edge? Oh, you're in Canada. Oh, cool, cool. Okay. So Tuesdays at 12 p.m., I offer a dynamic vinyasa yoga sequence here on Twitch. And then I also have my online coaching. So if you're interested in like a one-on-one private coaching, there's that option too. You're welcome to click on my website. Edge, catch us up. What's new? What's new, Edge? How have you been? Unsolved mystery. Aw, some old friends are showing up today. I'm so happy. Great to hear from you, Unsolved Mystery. Every time I played these words, they became taboo. Every punctuation is curved. I'm telling you, it's poetic justice, poetic justice. If a flower bloomed in a dark room. Oh, that's beautiful. Kendrick Lamar. That is beautiful, Unsolved Mystery. Thank you so much for sharing that. How have you been, Unsolved? So no, Raghulan, the Twitch streams I just do here live streaming, and they're open to anybody who shows up on Twitch. The one-on-one sessions are very different because I customize sequences based on your specific goals. So if you're a bodybuilder and your goal is just flexibility, I'm not going to teach a strengthening cardio type of active yoga. I'm going to teach more of a yin style of yoga that's focused more on stretching and mobility to complement the bodybuilding, right? If that's your goal. So the one-on-one sessions that I do through my website are very personalized and customized and focused on your unique goals because everyone has different goals with yoga. So yeah, if you want to check out my website, my offerings on there and my prices and whatnot, it's yogaflowwithkim.online. And if you want to support my work, there's my donation link that Nightbot just shared. I've been working a lot on my relationships with my family and God, mostly building up myself spiritually. That sounds wonderful. I'm your Edge. I'm so happy to hear that. That sounds like a very, very healthy thing to do for yourself. Thank you for sharing that. You know, relationships, whether there are relationships with our family or relationships with our friends, our peers, our colleagues, when you think about it, everything in life boils down to relationships, and our happiness and our fulfillment is related to our relationships with other people when you really think about it. So focusing on the relationships with your family or anyone else is really, really important. It's what life is really about. You know, when we're on our deathbed, we're not thinking, man, I wish I had a nicer car, or man, I wish I had gone on to more yeah, you think about your family, you think about the relationships that matter to you. So good for you, Amir Edge. That's great to hear. And you have to take care of yourself. You have to nurture your own body, your own mind. You have to fill up your own cup in order to give to others, because you can't give from an empty cup. I can't even touch my toes standing. Oh my goodness. Well, Raghulan, sounds like you need some yoga in your life, because bodybuilding is, you know, it's great to build muscle and be strong, especially if you're an athlete. But if you can't touch your toes, then that means you're probably lacking a little bit in the flexibility area. So you probably need a little yoga in your life. I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm so sorry you're still dealing with the flu, Mopar. Are you sure it's the flu, or is it something else you think? So Raghulan, like I said, it's yogaflowwithkim.online. That's my website. Oh, Mopar just shared it again. And I just shared it again. So you can click on that and you can find out all about my one-on-one private coaching sessions and my rates and about all my certifications. You can just find out all the details about my background and how I can best support you in your goals. Edge says, I'm seeking fulfillment. Well, good for you, Edge. Anything else you want to share about how you've been doing, Edge? I'd love to know. Petey, are you still there? Petey, I'm wondering if you met Edge. I can't remember. Back when I first started, Edge was one of my first viewers here. Petey and Mopar have been around for a while as well. You guys are awesome. Yes, I remember Swift Odin. Of course, Swifty Swift. I haven't heard from Swift in a while either. Have you heard from Swift? Oh, $60 for an hour. Okay, so if you're interested in setting up some type of like one-on-one session, you can email me directly through my website to talk more about that stuff. Usually on Twitch, I don't do a consult with a bunch of other people watching. That's sort of a private coaching thing I do. So if you have any more questions about the rates or anything, you can just send me an email through the website and we can talk there. Edge may have been slightly before my time. Oh, okay. Well, Edge meet Petey, Petey meet Edge. And Raghulan, you're welcome to just show up to my group sessions here on Twitch. It's donation-based, right? So I'm offering this as a donation-based thing. So you're welcome to donate whatever you can afford. The advantage to having the one-on-one sessions is that I customize specific sequences designed for you specifically. versus like an overall all levels group session. So that's a big difference. Yes, we can all be friends. Yay! Does meditation actually help? Because I've never done that either. Yes, I think meditation is one of those things that you have to really experience to understand how it helps. I can describe to you how it helps. So Edge says meditation can help a lot. But the benefits of meditation are stress reduction, clarity of mind, peace of mind, self-awareness, so many health benefits to meditation. It's depending on the style of meditation. And yoga is essentially moving meditation, just like Tai Chi is very much like moving meditation. So meditation helps your concentration, focus, confidence, and mental well-being. Yep, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Grotlek. There's lots of health benefits to meditation, but until you've actually practiced it on your own, you're not going to fully understand the value. So I do appreciate that question. Great questions. Anyone else have any questions for me? So, Grotlek, have you experienced meditation? Do you have experience with meditation? I'm assuming you do since you've done martial arts. Martial arts, is very related to meditation. Yoga is essentially moving meditation. Edge, and Edge, please share your experience with meditation too. Sometimes I do yoga with weights. Hello, Sultan. Sultan473U, how are you? Where are you from, Sultan? But yeah, sometimes I do power yoga or yoga sculpt with weights. That's more of a westernized yoga thing. So yeah, I think adding weight is really good if your goal is to build muscles. So sometimes I teach classes with weights as well. Meditation helps things in my life to fall into place. As someone who struggles from a lot of anxiety and even depression, it can alleviate the symptoms of such things and allow me to feel whole. That's a beautiful way of explaining it, Edge. I really appreciate you sharing that, Edge. It's very true. I've struggled with anxiety and depression at points in my life as well. And meditation really helps with all of that. Sultan, what am I doing? Well, right now we're just chatting about fitness and health, yoga. Every Tuesday, I usually share a full hour Vinyasa Yoga class, and then we just chat afterwards about the yoga sequence. So I'm here to be a little more interactive after the class is over. Answer your questions about health, wellness, yoga. Aw, thanks for the heart, Edge. What style of meditation have you practiced, Edge? I find the improved focus is so beneficial. Oh yeah. Even if it's just the ability to turn a hard to manage problem into multiple smaller but easier to manage steps without the sort of frustration that could cause without taking the time to meditate beforehand. Absolutely. So sometimes when there's like a big problem, whether it's a problem related to our business, our work, or a relationship problem even, it can feel really overwhelming. And meditation can actually help you focus the mind and break things down into a step by step. So instead of thinking about, oh my gosh, 10 steps in advance, you're just focused in the moment on one step at a time. So that's a great way of explaining it. I didn't know there were styles. I just sometimes put a frequency on, like, 432 hertz, and just let my mind go blank. And once it goes blank, I let it go blank even further and further. Oh, interesting. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to put into words what meditation does for you. You know, a lot of people don't like the idea of trying to make your mind go blank because that's really impossible if you think about it. I think, therefore I am. The mind wanders, welcome to being human. That's what the mind does. We always have thoughts, but meditation is about observing your thoughts without letting them control you, without attaching to your thoughts, without identifying with your thoughts, without judging your thoughts, just allowing the thoughts to flow in and flow out. And I like to think of it as quieting the mind into stillness. So what you're talking about, Edge, is similar to, instead of saying the mind goes blank, because the mind doesn't ever go completely blank, but there are ways to quiet our thoughts, to slow down our thoughts, to where there's more space between our thoughts. So it's about quieting the mind into stillness. So I hope that answers your question, Sultan. See, white noise, I could never meditate to myself. There's so many different styles of meditation, just like yoga. There's so many different styles of yoga. Thank you, Edge. And I agree. The 432 hertz, it's a great sound to listen to that can relax the brain, relax the mind. So I like listening to those frequencies. Oh, thank you for resubscribing, Edge. Thank you. All right, anytime someone subscribes, I do a little happy dance. It's called Spontaneous Qigong, Dancing in Chaos. Woohoo! Yay! Thank you, Edge. Thanks for subscribing. I'm going to fill up my water. I'll be right back. Coming back, coming back. Oop, scoochy scooch. Okay. Catching up. Mopar, cleaning the mind from all the outside noise, listening to your inner thought body and seeking calm. I like to be underwater there in peace, quiet, and pressure is nice to feel your body. It's like being outside from your body. Ooh, I love describing it that way too. That's a very interesting way of describing meditation, Mopar. Thank you, Edge, for subscribing. There is an OB technique that's meditation based. It's really fulfilling when you get that one right. OBE? I'm sorry, what does OBE stand for? Oh, out of body experiences. Unsolved Mystery, I think, who stopped in a minute ago, has some experience with out-of-body experiences. I've had a few very interesting experiences. I don't know if I'd call them like out-of-body experiences, but I've definitely had some very fascinating experiences with meditation. It's like anything else, though. It takes a certain amount of discipline and a certain amount of consistency to really reap the benefits of meditation. To really go deep into the practice takes a lot of practice. It may have been drug-inducing. Yeah, I typically discourage people from doing the risky stuff and just trying the natural route. Yes, I'm not counting. Yeah, I'm not counting hallucinations as OBEs. Yeah, neither would I. Anybody watching have any experience with outer body experience just with natural meditation, not drug inducing? Anybody have any experience you want to share? Yeah, being underwater feels like being back in the nature, especially when you are deeper, being one with water. You can move in 3 dimensions. Time slows down. Sounds are much silent. It's a really, really interesting way of describing. So what style of meditation have you practiced, Mopar? What style? Do you want to elaborate at all, Mopar? Yes, I've been teaching since 2017. I started practicing, so I actually started practicing yoga very early on in life. I just didn't know what I was doing was considered yoga. So I guess you could say since I was 10 years old. I was actually doing yoga and not knowing it. But yeah, I've been teaching since 2017. A lot of people actually practice yoga and they don't realize what they're doing is considered yoga. Like certain types of meditation, breathing techniques is all yoga. I'm going to share, there's a lot of old grandmas outside my gym early in the morning doing yoga. How do you know they're grandmas? Yoga is good for all ages. Well, just because someone's 80 years old doesn't mean they're a grandma. Yeah, they may have never had kids. Don't know if there is style, but just being silent, breathing deep, using incense and focusing, trying to clear my mind. That's great, Mopar. It sounds like a great style. That's the thing with meditation. Almost anything can be meditative. If you're focusing on grounding your mind, grounding your energy in the present, and you're bringing all your attention, all your awareness to something that's just in the present moment, that's meditation. So some people think of meditation, some people's meditation is running. That's their version of meditation. Some people's version of meditation is playing sports or doing art. Some people feel when they're painting, they get in a meditative state, or creating something, making pottery. You know, there's so many different things that can be meditative. If your mind is focused on one thing, that's meditation. Some people, when they meditate, they focus on their breath. Some people focus on something physical, a physical sensation. Some people focus on something visual. Either they're closing their eyes and they're visualizing in their mind something, or they're opening their eyes and they're focusing on a candle. Focusing the mind is meditation. No, not at all. Not at all. It's not an escape from reality. I would not say meditation is an escape from reality. It's about actually focusing on reality. It's almost an escape from reality is almost the opposite of meditation. It's about focusing on reality, focusing on what's real in the moment. Your breath, something physical, your body, something visual, a mantra. Whenever activity helps you focus and clear your mind of the daily life grind, could be seen as meditation. Absolutely. Punching bags, totally. No, punching bags, that's totally. Some people think of that as meditation because you're focusing on what you're doing in the moment. So when you practice yoga on a mat, asana, meaning the physical practice of yoga, what makes that meditative is you're bringing all your attention, all your awareness to your movement. And so you're forgetting about dwelling in the past, forgetting about projecting into the future, and you're grounding your attention in the present moment, what you're doing on the mat. Same thing can be applied to boxing. What you're physically doing, bringing all your attention there, then it becomes meditation. Absolutely. You know, as a performing artist, as an actor, sometimes I feel like I get into a meditative state when I'm acting because I'm focusing all my mind in the moment, in that particular scene, forgetting about who I was before, who I might be afterwards, and just focusing all my mind on what's happening in the story. So a lot of actors are meditators for that reason. So Nightbot just shared my health coaching website, yogaflowwithkim.online, if anyone's interested in private coaching. I wouldn't say I'm a method actor, no, but I use a bunch of different methods when I'm doing my art. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that story. That story is traumatic, Mopar. If anybody was following along with the sequence and found it helpful, please donate if you can afford anything. It's just Yoga Flow with Kim online/donate. Just shared it. I appreciate any donation you can afford. Just help support my work here. Yeah, Mopar. I forgot I shared with you guys that story. My goodness. I shared with Mopar a story I had working on set one time. But it's a little traumatic, so I don't know if I want to talk about it. Back to meditation. Petey, you still there? Oh yeah, if you're curious to see my acting work, the link just automatically populated to my reels. I am an actress. That's one of my passions. You were an actress? No, I am. When I'm not teaching yoga or health coaching, I'm creating art. I'm creating films, performing in plays, etc., etc. I'm thinking about method acting. So when I'm acting, I don't just use one method. I often explore a variety. So many different techniques out there. The art form of acting can get complicated, but I try to simplify it. Yep. Twin Flame is a film I co-wrote, produced. It's currently in post-production. That must be nutty. Imagine losing your original ego self, getting so into character and living them for exactly, Petey. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You have to let go of your ego completely and allow yourself to see things from a new and different perspective and actually make that reality happen for the sake of your art. Oh, thank you, Ragulan. Yeah, I won a bunch of acting awards. On my IMDb, you can see some of the awards I won from a particular film I worked on. Acting also requires becoming the character. Absolutely, yep. It's about living truthfully in imaginary circumstances. Aw, thank you, Mopar. Yeah, comedy is one of my favorite genres. Just because I love making people laugh, because laughter is healing, laughter is medicine. Anyway, hi, Sergasuna. How are you, Serg? Good to hear from you, Serg. How you been? You're going to the gym? What are you going to be doing at the gym today, Serg? Chest and arms day. Well, in yoga, we did some chest and arms strengthening as well, with a lot of chaturanga push-ups and side planks. We also did some chest and shoulders stretching and opening with the, we did some eagle practices. We did some circles to release tension in the upper back. We did a lot of this motion, which is really good for loosening up the shoulders. Because remember, mobility and flexibility is just as important as strength. Roar! The old Monday chest and arms. Let's see. Grolek says, yeah, I've heard of an actor living as a homeless person for many months just because that's what he was portraying on screen. I also heard the stench was real and his fellow actors were both impressed and upset and equal. That's funny. Yeah, every actor is a little different, so I take my art seriously, but I don't take my art seriously to the point that I'll sacrifice my health for my art. Because art's just a reflection of life, an imitation of life. So I never sacrifice my health for my art, but I will work really hard in creating a character and crafting a character, especially if I really care about the story and I think it's a good story that will touch someone's life in a positive way. Then I really do like sacrifice a lot of time and energy. Some could argue I'm sacrificing my mental health a little bit, but I try to take care of my health. That's why yoga is a good way to warm up before a performance or unwind after a performance. No, I wish, Mopar, I wish I had some gardening projects going on. Been so busy with work, I haven't had time. I wish I did, though. Yeah, Mondays are known as International Chest Days. Wait, really? Yeah, poor Heath Ledger. No, Petey, I've never seen faces in the trees. Do you? Do you see faces in the trees? I'm not sure what you mean by faces in the trees. I've never seen that. Is that a joke or are you serious? Yeah, I wouldn't gain more than a few pounds or lose more than a few pounds for a role. Just because it gets to the point where it's like, how much do I want to sacrifice my health just for a role? But again, actors who do that, if they're happy doing that, then that's great. I wouldn't be happy. My health is more important than my art. It's just my priority. It's crazy when actors lose weight. Okay, never mind. No, Petey, tell me. No, don't say never mind, Petey. I'm really curious. Tell me what you mean by faces in the trees. No, I'm very curious, Petey. Tell me. Dragons in the clouds? What? What do you mean, Petey, by faces in the trees? Those Mars face pictures were taken by Viking probes. So is this like a reference? Is this like a cultural reference I'm unaware of? The whole faces in the trees thing? Okay, so I just looked up my email. So I do have, just to circle back to your question, PD, my internet service provider is Xfinity. I just realized that. Kept thinking it might be AT&T, but it's Xfinity. I couldn't help but make a ghastly sound effect to go with that creepy face. All right, I'm going to look up this whole faces in the trees thing. I have a feeling this is like a meme or something. Some cultural reference that... What does it mean to see faces in the trees? Face pareidolia, the phenomenon of seeing faces in the trees, is a very human condition that relates to how our brains are wired. What? And now research from UNSW Sydney has shown we process these fake faces using the same visual mechanisms of the brain that we do for real ones. What? Faces in the trees consist of 5 trees. Okay. Strange. Yeah, I've never heard of this before. I mean, I've definitely seen those little funny faces that people deliberately carve out in the trees. But I didn't know there was like a name for that. Face pareidolia. Now I want to make like a sketch comedy skit about faces in the trees. I get that. Well, sometimes if you're looking at the clouds, or I get that sometimes if you're looking at trees from a distance, it almost like looks like it could be a face kind of thing. It makes sense because you can kind of turn anything, any cluster of objects, any cluster of shapes, you can kind of see different things in it. Sort of like that magic eye concept. Everything you just read. Yeah. So what about you, Petey? Do you ever see faces in the trees? Oh, that's cool, Mopar. Whoa. Look at that. That's wild. That face on Mars? Yeah, it looks like the Phantom of the Opera mask. That face on Mars. It's Doc Brown. So Nightbot just shared my Discord link. If you guys want to stay in contact outside of Twitch, please join my Discord, and I'll keep you guys posted about upcoming Twitch streams there too, and if I need to move the time. So Petey, you need to answer. Do you see faces or do you not? You don't want to answer? Why the brain is programmed to see faces in everyday objects. If you tend to notice faces in inanimate objects around you, like the scowling face of a house, a surprised bowling ball, or a grimacing apple, you're not alone. Face pareidolia, the phenomenon of seeing faces in everyday objects, blah, blah, blah. Research from the UNSW Sydney has shown we process these fake faces using the same... Oh, I already read that part. Yeah. So why does this occur? Dr. Palmer says to answer this question, we need to look at what face perception involves. While human faces all look a bit different, they share common features like the spatial arrangement of the eyes and the mouth. Yeah, this basic pattern of features that defines the human face is something that our brain is particularly attuned to and is likely to be what draws our attention to those objects. But face perception isn't just about noticing the presence of a face. We also need to recognize who that person is and read information from their face, like whether they are paying attention to us or whether they are happy or upset. This process relies on parts of our brains that are specialized to extract this type of information. Interesting. So I guess it's not that uncommon to see faces in the trees. We found that repeated exposure to pareidolia, which I may be mispronouncing, repeated exposure to pareidolia, faces that conveyed a specific direction of attention. For example, objects that appear to be looking towards the left caused a change in the perception of where human faces are looking. This is evidence of overlap in the neural mechanisms that are active when we experience face pareidolia and when we look at a human face. What this means, says the researchers, is if you feel like a pareidolia object is looking at you or conveys some sort of emotion, it may be because the features of the object are activating mechanisms in your brain that are designed to read that kind of information from human faces. Yeah, it makes sense. Like a bowling ball can look sort of like a face because it's got the two eyes and then the circle underneath. I know, I was just thinking of Grandmother Willow from Pocahontas. I was just thinking about that. It's like similar, like seeing objects in clouds, using imagination, trying to recognize patterns, but much more detailed level. Yeah, maybe you're telepathic. All right, guys, I have till 2:30, so I have a few more minutes to chat before I have to go to work. Now we watch as Kim focus and plants will start to float. So Nightbot just shared my yoga YouTube channel. It's Yoga Flow with Kim on YouTube. There's a lot of free content there, and it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. So if you can't afford to donate anything today, please follow me on YouTube. Oh, hello, KK Christopher, 1998. How are you? How are you, Christoph? How are you today? I am fine, thanks. What's up? So we were actually just chatting. I taught a yoga class at 12, and since then we've just been chatting about health, wellness, yoga. Somehow we got on the topic of seeing faces in the trees. What's up with you? What's up with Christoph? Yoga Flow with Kim. It has a nice ring to it. Well, thank you, Surgasuna. Yeah, if you subscribe to my YouTube, you'll see there's a lot of free content on there. Lots of yoga tutorials, also some recipes, some meditations. Usually do sports for 1 hour a day. I'm not here regularly, work, etc. life, but I saw you here a long time ago. Yeah, your name looks familiar. I think we might have chatted before KK Christoph. Yeah, so I usually try once a week to come here on Twitch and teach a dynamic vinyasa yoga sequence, followed by just chatting. What type of sports do you usually do? Sergasuna, did you subscribe to my YouTube? I have two YouTube channels. I have one where I just post some film projects I've worked on and just kind of featuring my acting work, and then I have another YouTube where I post yoga tutorials, healthy recipes, lots of stuff. Supernatural Writer, Milk Honey. Yep, on YouTube. My yoga YouTube is just Yoga Flow with Kim. That's my YouTube. I just shared my YouTube channel in the chat. Oh, hi, Mr. B makes themes. Aw, thank you, Mr. B. Thank you for following. Aw, thank you. Mr. B, you want to share anything about yourself? Where you're from? What brought you to my channel? Hello, AK7 Roger. How are you? Doing well, doing well. So right now we're just chatting about different things. Looks like you're new to my channel, so once a week I log on to Twitch and I teach a dynamic vinyasa yoga sequence, followed by just chatting about health, wellness, yoga, lots of health-related topics. I'm a professional health coach, so I'm here to kind of connect with people that want guidance with mental health, physical health, all that good stuff. It's all related. But I'm also an actor, so sometimes we chat about performing arts and stuff like that. What about you, AK7 Roger? What's up with you? I have to run to the restroom. I've been drinking a lot of water. So tell me about yourself. I'll be right back. right, I'm back. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave right when you showed up. I've just been drinking a lot of water after the intense yoga thing we did today, the class I taught. It's good to hydrate as much as you can after sweating. Let's see. Aw, thank you, Serg. That's so sweet of you, Serg. Thank you. Really true and much more as well. Nutrition, yoga, fitness, and meditation. Yep, thank you, Mopar. As you know, my name is Roger. Just was exploring Twitch and found your channel. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, thanks for saying hi, Roger. Are you interested in learning about health, wellness, meditation? Anything like that? That's what my area of expertise is. Yeah, this year I'm currently focusing on that. Oh, very cool. So what are your goals specifically as far as like health, wellness, meditation? I'm a professional health coach, so this is what I do. Lose some weights. Okay. Well, that's a good goal. Vinyasa Yoga, like the class I shared today, the class I taught today on Twitch, a sequence like that can be really helpful for losing weight because we did some cardio and we did some strengthening. The more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism. Also, I do nutrition coaching as well through my one-on-one coaching program online. Altering your diet a little bit is what's really going to be key for losing weight. So if you're interested in what I do, my website is just yogaflowwithkim.online. Sharing it in the chat. So if you're interested in having like a possibly having a health coach like me give you some advice, there's lots of different offerings I share online. My rates are on there, so feel free to click that link if you're curious to learn more, but you're welcome to ask me any questions right now as well. On Twitch I offer just free advice, and if you want to donate, great. If not, that's okay too. But whenever I live stream, I'm just here to offer free advice for anyone who may or may not be able to afford it. So let me know if you have any questions about nutrition, health. I'm probably over-explaining what I do. But thank you for joining, Roger. What is Tai Chi? Great question. So we were talking about Tai Chi earlier on the stream. Tai Chi is sort of like an ancient martial art. It originated, so Qigong is a Chinese healing practice that originated in China over 100,000 years ago. Tai Chi is a little more modern. Tai Chi is a derivative of Qigong. So I'm certified to teach Tai Chi as Qigong. So basically, it's a form of moving meditation. It's about accessing our natural healing energy, which we all have. There's a lot that goes into it, but it would take a long time to fully explain it. But it's gentle movements, it's meditative, and it's about accessing our natural healing energy, which we all have. It is our nature to self-heal. So it's basically it's got Chinese medicinal origins, but yeah, it's very cool. Tai Chi is one of those things you have to kind of practice it to understand it. You have to really just experience it to fully understand it. Just like yoga and meditation. There is a video online that I've created on my Yoga Flow with Kim channel, which is my YouTube channel. There's a Tai Chi video on there where I talk about a 5 basic form sequence. So if you're curious to check that out, it's free. It's on my Yoga Flow with Kim channel, so you can find it on there. And for anybody who does want to donate, who took my yoga class, that's the link. If you can spare $1 or $2, even $1 is still appreciated. Don't worry if you can only afford a little bit. All things considering health, mindfulness, and nutrition on this channel. Yep, Mopar summed it up pretty well. I originally came onto Twitch just to connect with people all over the world and promote health and wellness. So that's what I do. Let me know if you have any other questions for me. I just have a few more minutes today before I need to go to work. So let me know if you have any more questions, comments, concerns. And I'll be back next week for another live stream. Looks like someone subscribed to my YouTube. Gemma Chapman. Is that one of you guys? Who just subscribed to my YouTube? Is that one of you guys watching? Gemma Chapman? Any questions for me? Hopefully more people will find Kim's socials. Yeah, my health coaching Instagram channel is Yoga Flow with Kim on YouTube. Yoga Flow with Kim on YouTube, and Yoga Flow with Kim on Instagram, and Yoga Flow with Kim on Facebook. So, Yoga Flow with Kim on all the socials if you want to follow me. Mopar, will you type who you wanted to raid in the chat again? Any questions, comments, concerns for anybody who's been watching? Oh, Petey has a question. Do you ever practice? Oh, Kriya. Yes. Yes, I have practiced that Kriya before. It's really cool. I don't teach it as much, but I do practice it, which is really cool. What about you, Petey? Do you ever practice that? Serg, I'll be streaming again next week, same time. The yoga class starts at 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time, followed by just chatting. And I'll hang out and chat as long as I can before I have to get to work. Very cool. Serg, I hope you enjoy your workout today. Maybe after you do some strengthening of the shoulders and chest, you can try some of these practices. Eagle arms for releasing tension, opening the upper back, and then just kind of opening the chest this way. It can feel really good after strengthening those muscles. Because remember, mobility is just as important as strength. So what about you, Petey? Have you ever done that before? Have you ever practiced the Kriya? Noli? How do you say it? Noli, Nolly? I've practiced it before. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, sir. Let me know how it feels. Those are some great stretches after the strengthening. Whoops, I didn't mean to pin that. That's weird. Somehow I accidentally pinned your comment. I didn't even mean to. I accidentally hit pin. Unpin. Yeah, I like it. Very powerful. I think I want to try it again. I was thinking about the importance of syncing breath with movement and got thinking about breathing styles. Yeah, no, Kriyas like that have some profound effects on the body and the mind. So let me know how that goes for you. I'd be curious to know. I don't practice Kriyas a whole lot, but whenever I do, I always have interesting experiences. Edge is still here. Edge, what are you up to the rest of the day? Anything interesting? I don't have much planned today. It's so muggy. I don't want to go. Yeah, it is kind of a dreary day in Atlanta, Georgia, too, where I am. It's also kind of dreary. Nice. You're going to play some guitar? Yeah, earlier we were talking about how playing music or doing art can feel very meditative and relaxing. Well, that's cool. Well, you enjoy your guitar. Bye, Sergasuna. Oh, like eating my own hair by mistake. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get to work, but I'm gonna raid Milk Honey. So let's see, raid Milk Honey. Let's see if that worked. Great. All right. Well, thank you all for joining. PD, Sergasuna, Mopar, Edge. It was great chatting with you all. I'll be back next week at the same time. So I hope to see you then. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care of yourself. Stay healthy out there. Bye for now.